Hi everyone, this is Mix from 6mballph, and today we have a detailed review on the Adidas Forum 84 High Champions Pack Lakers. Before we get started, if you do like the video, please make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. And if you have any comments, questions, or any suggestions for future videos, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below as well. Then I'll also be leaving a link to the SNBPH Sneaker Hunters Facebook group in the description box, so I do hope you can join us over there because that is a place where we talk about sneakers and basketball quite a bit. And it's also where you have the SNBPH Steel Cabinet, where I take some shoes that I no longer use, or some shoes that I've reviewed in the past, and put them up for bidding at way below market value. And if you haven't already yet, please do make sure to sub to the channel because it really does help us out quite a lot. Then with that being said, let's take a detailed look at the super sick Lakers inspired colorway of the Adidas Forum 84 High. Like I said in the intro, this is part of the Champions Pack of Adidas Forum 84s. And it was a bit surprising because I initially thought they were only going to be two shoes, namely this one and the Milwaukee Bucks colorway. But after checking these out, I saw another Forum 84 with some Phoenix Suns colorways, and I was just like, wait, what? I thought this was based around Kareem, so I thought it was like, okay, he played for the Bucks, he played for the Lakers, this is why we have the Forum 84s. But apparently that's not the story of the shoe, and instead this Champions Pack is actually made to commemorate the top teams in 1984 and the Adidas Forum first released. So all in all, for the Champions Pack of Adidas Forums, you do have 4 shoes. You have 2 which are high cuts, namely this Lakers one as well as the Bucks colorway. And then for the low cut Forum 84s, you had the Boston Celtics ones as well as the Phoenix Suns. I think all of them did come out super dope because like this Lakers colorway is just perfect. It has a little bit of purple, a little bit of that Lakers gold. I do really love what Adidas has been doing with their Forum 84s because it is just a slightly more premium version of the regular Forums. And for the extra 1,500 pesos or $30, I think it's well worth the upgrade. I mean, we'll get more into this later, but the materials are super buttery, and the retro vibe and feel on this shoe is just absolutely amazing because you do have some unique material touches on the shoe that you can't find in other Forum 84s. And you also have that slightly aged look on the midsole and the upper, which just gives it even more of a retro vibe. Then lastly, the box is also super retro looking because it is this blue box that does look like an Adidas Originals box. And it definitely is some good attention to detail by just making the box look super retro and very fitting for a 1980s Adidas shoe. Then going back to the shoe, I just really have been loving the Adidas Forum 84s. So to get into more detail, let's quickly run over the tech specs. So for the traction, the Adidas Forum 84 Lakers does have a totally gum rubber outsole with a circular pattern all throughout with some trefoil logos inside and a pivot point underneath the ball of the foot. The traction pattern on these shoes does work really well. I mean, they are circles, so it is multi-directional, and you also do have gum rubber all throughout, so that just makes it even more grippy, so you won't really have any problems with the traction whether you're walking indoors or outdoors. The traction is also super durable because the shoe as a whole, since it was made in 1984, it's just an absolute tank. I have been using my Eric Emanuel Forum 84s quite a lot ever since I got them, and even if I use them a lot for walking outside, they barely show anywhere. Then moving on to the cushion, the Adidas Forum 84 does have a full-length rubber cup sole, but you also do have a full-length polyurethane wedge inside. Definitely is a pretty basic cushion setup, especially if you compare it to today's shoes, but in 1984 when these released, they were actually quite top of the line. I can definitely say that Adidas did a good job because compared to the other shoes at the time, like the Jordan 1s or the Nike Dunks, this actually does have noticeably better cushion than those. You also do have a pretty thick insole on these as well, so that's definitely gonna help with the comfort. And if you're gonna use these for just casually walking around all day, I think it should be adequate. Then moving on to the materials, this is definitely what I look forward to all the time with Forum 84s because just the quality of the materials they put on the shoe is just absolutely insane. So for the materials on the shoe, you do have pretty thick cuts of leather, like you have it here on the toe rand, here at the midfoot, here on the eye stay area, the straps, and here on that sort of cross overlay here on the heel. They did use super thick cuts of leather and they're just super soft, and they also have a little bit of textural difference, like here at the back and on the eye stay area it has a little bit more tumble, while it is pretty smooth here at the toe. You also have a bit of nice suede here on the 3 stripes on the lateral and medial side, and you have suede as well here on the heel tab. Cuts of suede on the shoe are really nice as well, they're super thick, and everything is just super nice to the touch and really premium feeling. Then there are some more interesting materials since this is the Champions pack. So instead of having your usual nubuck or suede or leather, you actually have this corduroy material which actually kind of resembles the jersey, and it's definitely a nice touch because they are trying to commemorate 4 NBA teams. So just having something that kind of resembles the jersey is a really good touch. One more interesting material change they did have is just making an open stud mesh for the tongue, which is really light and airy and does kind of give you those basketball shorts vibes. Then rounding out the other materials, you do have nice and flat laces, you have some velcro on the strap, and you have a super cozy and padded textile sock liner. Then moving on to fit and sizing, I did go true to size with the Forum 84, and it fits me perfectly well. I normally do go true to size with the Forum 84, so I definitely just recommend going with your usual size for the shoe. But for me personally, it does fit true to size because there isn't much dead space, and it is really padded in the shoe as well, so it fits nice and comfortably. I do suggest going true to size if you have a normal width foot or a narrow foot, but if you have a wide foot, you do have the option of going true to size just because the materials are really soft. But if you do want to play it super safe, then go up half a size. Then for the aesthetic details, they did do a good job in my opinion because it looks super classic, and you also have quite a few really nice details on the shoe. So for the bottom of the shoe, you do have an all gum rubber outsole, and you do have the Adidas trefoil logos within the circles on the pattern. Then if you move up to the midsole, you do have some more Adidas branding here on the lateral side of the heel. For the rest of the midsole, that cup sole is in this off-white or cream color. And then here on the medial side, you do have this cutout in the cup sole, which allows you to see that PU wedge, which is sort of wrapped or covered with this netting. Then above the midsole, you do have that external heel counter, and that's in a nice and vibrant Lakers yellow. Then moving on to the upper, the leather is mostly this cream or off-white color, but you do have some white leathers like here on the forefoot at the flex zone, here at the ankle strap as well, and also here on the X, here on the lateral side of the ankle. This might be my only gripe on the shoe, but I did wish that they made it all white leather or all cream leather, because it kind of just gives a look that it aged unevenly, so I don't really like that. But overall, it still does look pretty dope, and it does give some contrast with the white and the cream, so at least for me, I think that's a better way to look at it. Then moving on to the other details, you do have purple here on the 3 stripes on the lateral side, and then on the 3 stripes on the medial side, you do have your Lakers gold. Then here on the lateral side of the ankle, you do have some more Adidas branding with that trefoil logo, and then up top, you do have some more yellow accent like here at the strap, here at the plastic buckle of the strap as well, and here on this heel leather overlay. You also have another overlay on top of that with some white leather, and then you have a gold stitched in 84 with a purple border. Then for the other details, you do have a nylon tongue tab which has Adidas 84 Forum, and here at the back of the tongue, you actually have a continuation of that tab, and it just says the Champions Pack. This pack of 4 shoes celebrates 1984, the year Forum 84 was born, and basketball lifestyle was changed forever. By wearing this shoe, you are now a part of basketball history and culture. Own the attitude of a champion. Then rounding everything out, you do have a white sock liner, yellow at the back of the tongue, Adidas 84 branding on the insole, and then it does come with cream laces, but you actually have 2 extra pairs, with a pair of extra yellow laces and a purple one. And I almost forgot, you do have purple on that corduroy here on the ankle, and that just looks really nice because it really pops, not only in terms of the color but the texture as well, because it does have that corduroy pattern. Then for the overall aesthetics, I just really love this shoe and love the colorway, and it's just super well done in my opinion. It does have that slightly aged look. These premium materials that not only feel really good to the touch, but also look super premium. And then you also have that overall well executed theme because you have those mesh shorts kind of thing on the tongue, that corduroy here on the ankle, and the little hits of 84 branding here on the tongue, and the heel tab. It just looks like such a retro shoe and a throwback shoe, and when you put these on and you put some sweats on, you can definitely feel like it's almost 1984. Of course, like I said a while ago, the only thing that I would change or what I don't like as much is just the fact that there is white leather mixed with cream or off-white leather, and I really wish that they went with either instead of both. But overall, it doesn't really throw me off that much, and I still think the shoe looks super awesome. Then for the price, the Adidas Forum 84 High Champions Pack in the Lakers colorway does retail for 6,500 pesos here in the Philippines or $110 US. Like I said, the materials are just super nice, and the theme was also well executed, and the colorway is super sick. So I'm just saying, if you're a fan of the classic look, or maybe you're into Jordan 1s, then I definitely think you should give these a try. I mean, it basically is kinda in that same mold as the Jordan 1, like capsule, leather upper, high cut. And this did actually come before the Jordan 1 and the Nike Dunk, so I guess this was more OG than those. And just the material quality for a shoe that retails at $110, I mean, that's just really insane, and it's such a bargain in my opinion. opinion. So if you're into the retro look and you like really nice materials, then I do highly recommend this shoe. I did get mine over at the Adidas app, so you can go over to the app or the website and place your orders for these over there. So there you have it, guys. That was my detailed review on the Adidas Forum 84 High Champions Pack Lakers. Once again, if you do like the video, please make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already yet, please do make sure to subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon for notifications. Then as always, if you're looking for that retail W, or if you're looking for some shoes that look like they've come straight out of 1984, just keep on hunting.